What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are back with the NHL 2005 Dynasty Mode Series, episode number 10 already. We are whizzing through this early portion of the season, about to get into the midway point of it, and we've got a pretty good matchup in this episode against the Vancouver Canucks. Vancouver at this time, I think they're coming off of... They hadn't really had much success, actually, at this point. One of the weird teams that was always very good at this time, Bertuzzi, Naslund, Morrison, Kluche and net, Joe DYNASTY, Matthias Ohlund on defense. A lot of really, really good teams for the Vancouver Canucks. And they're pretty much about to enter the Roberto Luongo era. I don't think they have him yet. I think that's probably 05-06 when he comes around. But when he does come around, that's really when the team takes off. They become a contender pretty much every season. And really, they make the Cup final in 2011, and then everything kind of goes south for them after that. But yeah, they're a great team. They're a great team. One of my favorite teams to watch at this time of this era was the Vancouver Canucks. One of my favorite teams. So if you caught the last episode, episode number 9, we did do a little bit of a preview, but we'll do the matchup preview again just very quickly here. We'll run through it and take a look at the Vancouver Canucks. Comparing the two teams, again, we're just 2 points behind them, so very close in the standings. Everything very similar. The goals for, the goals against, very similar. The win percentages, of course, similar with that type of points. Very even, as you guys can see, the overall between the two teams, 91 each. Obviously, the power play and the penalty kill are the biggest discrepancies right now. Let's see if we can get that penalty kill percentage up. We just haven't taken a penalty in 2 games. That's been a big part of it. And taking a look at the goalies here, David Abisher has been pretty solid so far this season. The save percentage, not exactly where we want it, but 5-minute games, or 5-minute periods, I should say, simulated. It's very tough to get a realistic amount of shots between that 20 and 30 mark. That would be appropriate for the NHL. Always really tough to get in there, so an 890 save percentage is pretty good. That's probably about league average, especially when we look around the league and see where everybody else is. And on the other side for Vancouver, Dan Kluche, one of the better goaltenders of this time frame. Yeah, not a whole lot to say about Dan here other than he's just a solid goaltender. So yeah, that pretty much does it for the matchup. Nothing else to really go over. We're not changing any lines. Nobody's injured. No hot streaks. No, anybody's out for the flu. There's no suspensions, anything like that. So let's get right into it. We'll come back with the game against the Vancouver Canucks. Welcome to beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. We are here at the General Motors Center tonight for a divisional clash between the Colorado Avalanche and the Vancouver Canucks. We are ready to go. Mark Crawford leading his team out for this home game, rather against a top contender in the Colorado Avalanche. Vancouver looking to further their playoffs this season. An early exit to Anaheim last season, as we got a penalty upcoming to the Avalanche early here, 37 seconds in. Captain Joe Sakic is going to go off for hooking. Happened in behind the play. Not sure if we'll get an explanation, or Joel Quenneville will either. But a penalty to kill off for the Colorado Avalanche early in this one. Colorado having the puck, bring it in. Forsberg there, ever dangerous with Hayduk. Bertuzzi will retrieve it though and bring it back the opposite way. Todd Bertuzzi stops up, finds Sedin. Henrik there had another chance. Bertuzzi took the initial shot, and Henrik on the rebound there, but couldn't get it past David Abisher. As we take a look at the lines tonight for the Canucks. Morrison on the draw against Nikolitin. He wins it. Turned over, though, immediately. There's Foot finding Nikolitin. Back the other way, Nikolitin. Turned it over. Brent Sopel there. Speedy centerman. Brendan Morrison here. Back at the point. Finds Sopel in front. Maybe looking for Naslund there. Couldn't get it. Scratchton's the other way. Takes a check. Loses it. Naslund. In front to Morrison. Scores! Oh, a play that looked pretty pedestrian. Quickly turned into a dangerous one. And the Canucks strike first on the power play marker from Brendan Morrison. Yeah, after that early goal, a penalty kill, I should say, rather, that has not been great to start the season for Vancouver, or for Colorado rather. And now Vancouver taking a penalty, and it's going to send a red-hot power play of the Colorado Avalanche to their first opportunity of the night. Again, both coaches early on have complained about the hooking penalties. The refs having done of it so far. We got a fight right off the draw. Looks like Jovanovski and Foot are going to go at it. Two important defensemen for each side. Jovanovski going to get the better of Foot on that exchange. And it looks like an instigator penalty actually went against Adam Foot there. So we're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey here. Lyles takes a big hit from Oland. Here's Lubomir Visnovsky. Visnovsky in. Oh, he got through, but he was checked down by Rob Blake before he could get the shot off. We have a little scuffle in front after that whistle. A slow start to the first period here. Lots of whistles. And a goal early on from Brendan Morrison on the power play for the Canucks, giving them a 1-0 lead. Back the other way was Voninen. Salo retrieving the puck as Nielsen jumps out of the box. Penalty over for Vancouver. Nielsen's shot was blocked by Barnaby on the way in. He'll start it back out. Here's Darby Hendrickson on the opposite wing. Darby Hendrickson back in front to Barnaby, and Kluche there to make that big stop. Lots of chatter in this first period from the coaches to the referees. Morrison, Sakic on the draw. Morrison wins that one, jumps ahead as well. Quick little speed play to get out of the zone. Morrison took a bump, went down. Puck comes back the other way for Colorado now. Back in front. Oh, Tanguay. Bit of a fortunate bounce. It found his way back door to him. He almost had that one past Kluche. Lyles bumps Naslund off the puck back here. Here's Blake, and oh, what a nice play. Tanguay finds its way into the net. We are back to a level game. Nice little pull-away play. Bit of a toe drag in front there by Tanguay. And he pots it past Kluche to make it a 1-1 game midway through the first. Tanguay's fourth of the season so far. Here comes Merrick Malik. Voninen jumped into him. Big hit. Two big bodies on the defensive end. Here's Voninen jumping through. He finds Svatos. Mark Svatos got his first. And it's a 2-1 Colorado lead. Voninen took a hit to make that play. And the Avs lead 2-1. Top lines come back out after that third line managed to get a goal for the Avalanche. Here's Naslund right in front. Oh, he took a hit. A little slow to get up. Hayduk back in. Gets bumped. Finds Tanguay in front. Tanguay was knocked on over. And Jovanovski will grab the puck and bring it back the other way. Here's Naslund. Argus Naslund. Hit by foot. Blake behind the net retrieving it. Moves it to the opposite side. Finds the captain, Joe Sakic. Here comes Sakic. Oh, and he takes a big hit from Jovanovski there. Here's Naslund back the other way. Naslund over to Morrison. Oh, he had Abisher dead to rights. Couldn't get the shot away, though. Here's Tanguay. He's already got one. Finds Blake at the point. Blake slap shot from the point. Stopped by Kluche. And he's going to keep it going. Moved it out to Sopel, who finds Naslund entering the zone. Naslund stops up. Colorado into a change, but so is Vancouver as well. Forsberg finds Korea. Korea on a bit of a hot streak to start this campaign. Hayduk shot low. Glove side, stopped by Kluche and played out. Here's Matt Cook, finds Trevor Linden. Linden knocked over, tried to get that puck back to Cook, but it won't go. Korea bringing it back in, looking for a goal here. End the period, Solani took a bump. Finds Forsberg on the opposite side, back in front to Solani. Shot is stopped by Kluche, sprawled out to make that one. The final seconds of the first period here. Olin's shot. And a penalty upcoming as Abisher had to make a extra stretch to make that one. Here's Forsberg. Oh yeah, just getting a little bit of interference onto Henrik Sedin on the way to the net. Henrik goes down. That's going to be called. Final seconds of the first. We'll see if there's a chance for Vancouver to get a shot off. No, played out. That might do it for the period. Jovanovski back the other way. Maybe one last chance for a shot. Here comes Jovanovski. Into the zone. Another hit there. Jovanovski tied up. Couldn't get the shot away. As time expires, 2-1 lead for Colorado in a back-and-forth first period. Morrison struck first. Tanguay and Svatos back for Colorado. And we'll be back with the second period momentarily. So second period commences. There's Adam Foote still serving his fighting major in the box. Or rather, just his interference penalty from earlier on. Back down the other way. Minute 30 to go in the power play as Vancouver opens up the second period with the man advantage. Comes Oland. Back the other way. Finds Keane. Keane turns, fires. Great stop by Abisher. Foote will bring it back the other way. A fight earlier in the game with Ed Jovanovski. He gets that slap shot off. Stopped. Sedin grabbed the puck. Brought it back up. Here's Oland. Again. Tried to play it down low to Keane. Couldn't find him. 50 seconds to go in the power play now. Nikolitin rushing it back the other way. Takes a big hit from Oland. Keane. Back in. Rough stuff in the zone. 30 seconds left. Changes on. There's Naslund flying off the bench. Naslund gets his way through. Oh, one too many checks. Goes down. Here's Solani. Makes a move. Sopel separates him from the puck pretty easily. Here come the Canucks again as the power play winds down. Here's Sopel. Naslund. Morrison shot stopped by Abisher as the penalty expires. Forsberg jumping back out on the ice. Blake coming in. Gets tossed aside by Jovanovski. Naslund coming in, stops up, looks for a trailer. Forsberg right on him, pins him against the boards. Comes back out to the neutral zone. Oh, a big hit there by Forsberg. Sends the Avalanche back the other way. Hayduk knocked down. Forsberg behind the net. Turns, fires, stopped by Kluche. Trevor Linden. The other way takes a hit from Blake as we got a bit of a puck up for grabs there in the slot, but it's going to come back the other way. Forsberg checked as he entered the zone. Drops the puck to Oland. Oland back the other way. Oland finds Nielsen across. He throws a blind backhander on, maybe looking for a deflection. Doesn't get it to the net. Hayduk. Over. Here comes Vishnevsky, who got smashed there by Hipchek. Here comes back the other way. Hall. Stopped up, Ruchinski. Knocked over by Foot. The rough stuff really picking up here. Visnovsky. Visnovsky again, back into the slot to King, and a point-blank shot and a great glove stop by Abisher. Here comes Hendrickson. Darby Hendrickson back in. Oh, we tried a nice little tuck play, but Kluche read it well and kicked that pad out. Malik back, finds Reed. Reed bumped on the way to receiving that puck, and it goes into the corner. Foot will retrieve it. Hall, Hendrickson, Foot still there. Backhander on. Looking to get a change. He dumped it out. Here's Correa back in front. Oh, in a two-pad stack from Kluche. Robbing Paul Correa in front. Salo still with the puck. There, Keane turns, fires off the side of the net. Correa back the other way. Bringing it in. Takes a hit from Salo. Arvidsson. Checked. Goes over to the other side of the ice. There's Keane. Salo tried to move it to Morrison. He couldn't, and now a 3-on-2 developing. Correa takes a big hit there. Morrison, the other way. Hit there by Solani. Forsberg on the other side of the ice. Forsberg finds Solani. Shot in front. Stopped by Kluche, and he's going to hold that one. 2:52 left in the second period. As we take a look at Marcus Naslin's output early on in the season, 13 points, already leading the Vancouver Canucks. Sakic wins the draw, finds his way to the front of the net, but a great poke check there from Kluche. Stops that chance. Back in front, Cook, shot, hit his own teammate in front. Comes back the other way. Colorado. Bring it in. Hayduk knocked over. Poland. Stops up. Finds Cook. Shot. Good stick save. Back in front. Oh, Cook was on the doorstep as the period came to an end. But Abisher managed to find it. He stopped that one. He scored the second period, but the score remains 2-1 Colorado. Third period just ahead. Third period set to go. The last game for the Colorado Avalanche, a 2-1 lead heading into the third, and it evaporated pretty quick. They'll be 1-2. See if they can secure this victory here on the road in Vancouver tonight. Hold on to that lead. Here's Nicolishin. Finds Barnaby in front. Barnaby takes a hit. Couldn't get the shot away. Back comes Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi trying to step around Vonanen, and he does. Morrison back in front. Great stop by Abisher. Oh, but a turnover from Vonanen. And Brendan Morrison's got his second of the game. And we're back to a level heading. Vonanen, as soon as he got that puck, just threw it right up the slot, and Brendan Morrison was there to pick it off. He popped that one into the net. Sakic, nice move, is right off the draw, but he was met. And an icing there as Hayduk touches it up. What a hit by Visnovsky. Sakic made a couple moves, not happy with maybe a non-call on that one, but that was a very clean open ice hit by Lubomir Visnovsky. On the draw, Forsberg wins it. Dropped in the dot. King back the other way. King stood up by John Michael Lyles. Oh, and then he gets sat down by John Michael Lyles. Roosevelt through, finds Correa, couldn't get the shot away. Nielsen will charge back for the Canucks. Ruchinski in front, shot stopped by Abisher. Forsberg bringing it up the ice, looking to attack. Finds his way around the net. Kluche's got it, but he's going to hold it. On the draw, Morrison wins it. He's had that play against Sakic and Forsberg numerous times tonight where he's just jumping the dot. Here comes Hayduk. He's got a step. Hayduk In front. Oh, stopped by Kluche on the 5-hole chance. Naslund hit by foot. Blake looking to fight Morrison on the way in, but he shoves him off. Claims the puck for himself. Here comes Hayduk. Hayduk getting around Jovanovski. He did. Another 5-hole chance. They want to target that area. Here's Tanguay in front. Oh, he can't get the shot away. Morrison. 10 minutes to go here in the third. Here's Naslund. Back to Morrison. Oh, looking for the hat trick, but Abisher right there with the glove to snag that one. Forsberg on the draw. He'll win it, but it's turned over right there. Henrik Sedin managing to get that shot off. Oland. Vishnowski shot from the point. Stopped by Abisher, and he'll hold it. On the draw now. Forsberg will win that one. Finds Solani. Solani in a 1-on-2 there. Can he get a chance away? Won't get much. It'll trickle into Kluche, who will move it out. Here's King. King back the other way. Stops up. Shot. Short side. Stopped by Abisher. Correa. Correa takes a big hit from Malik. Salo's got it back, coming the other way now. Salo. In front to Ruchinski. Nielsen on the doorstep, but he hits the side of the net with an open net. Forsberg spins on. Trying to get a shot away here. He does. He found his way to the net, but he couldn't get it past Kluche. Back in front, King, and there's going to be a penalty coming up. Michael Rosevall's going to go off for interference. They're going to consider that an interference penalty. Ruchinski just having released the puck just about a second after, or before that hit goes through, so bit of a shaky call there, but the Canucks, who have struck on the power play already once tonight, are going to go back to it. Here's Naslund. Going his way to the net, gets a wrist shot off, stopped and held by David Abisher. Couple goals tonight for Brendan Morrison. He's got 3 on the year, 10 points. It's the top line of Vancouver getting work done. On the draw, Nikolitin will win it. Dumps it down. Kluche's got it. Kluche plays it out, finds Naslund. Naslund back the other way, stops up, looks for a trailer, finds Jovanovski back in front to Linden. Turned, fired was Brendan Morrison. There's Naslund maybe looking for Morrison on the back door. Couldn't find him. And Abisher and Morrison are going to have some words here after the whistle. Minute 12 left in the power play. 3:33 in regulation of this tie game. Here's Nikolitin. He's got a step. Nikolitin hooked off by Brent Sopel, though. Linden back the other way. Takes a hit from foot. Solani has the puck. Turns it over, though. Morrison back in front. Oh, he was looking for Linden, and Linden couldn't find it in his skates. Nikolitin stepping in. There's Solani. Solani, Scratchton's at the point. Back down to Solani. Shot turned away by Kluche, who's been phenomenal in this third period. Nikolitin and Morrison on the draw. Nikolitin wins it. Tried to get right to the net, and he fired it way past Kluche. Abisher's going to come out and play that one, but it goes a little too slow for his liking. Plays back to the net. Nikolitin finds Solani. Maybe a chance there. Bumped off by Sopel. Final seconds of the power play here for the Canucks. Morrison in. Low stick side shot. Stopped by Abisher. Jovanovski recovering it as the penalty has now expired. Naslund looking for Morrison. Can't find him. Here's Forsberg and Sakic. A 2-on-1. Over to Sakic. Oh, and what a cross-crease save from Dan Kluche in the dying minutes of this game. And back over across, and Morrison's got the hat trick at home. And the Canucks take a 3-2 lead. As in back-to-back games, the Avalanche have blown a lead in the third period and given up the go-ahead goal in the final minutes. 50.4 seconds to go. Sakic and Morrison on the draw. Morrison won it. Oland bringing it through, killing valuable time for the Avalanche. There's Naslund. To Blake. Forsberg enters the zone. Abisher peeling off to the bench. Vishnowski's got that puck. Vishnowski playing it around in their own zone. Here's Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi shot scores. That'll do it. Back-to-back games for the Avalanche, rather. Blowing a late lead, or a third period lead, I should say, and costing themselves a game. .29 seconds to go, 4-2 the score. Vancouver gonna take this one on their home ice as Malik brings it back through. It's a shot, doesn't get very far. Sakic finding his way up the boards. Maybe a little bit of hope. Sakic. Back in front, couldn't get that pass through. Hayduk was on the door front. Naslund. Bumped off by Roosevelt. Hayduk in the final seconds. Takes a hip check from Malik, and that is going to do it. The Canucks take it 4-2 on home ice as the Avalanche suffered back-to-back losses for the first time this season. Todd Bertuzzi with a goal in this one. Naslund with a 3-assist night. And of course the first star of this one, Brendan Morrison, 3 goals and assists for 4 points, the hat-trick hero. That'll do it for our broadcast here from Vancouver tonight. 4-2 Canucks. We'll join you next time on the next Avalanche broadcast. All right, so coming out of that game, again, another disappointing third period collapse for our team. Again, it seems like we're just sitting back a lot in the third periods and letting the other team really dictate the pace in the game, and it's costing us quite a bit right now. That's back-to-back games where we lost just based on a third period lead and getting a little too comfortable. So we go to 6-4-0 on the season so far. I mean, we probably want to be a bit better in our first 10, but nothing to complain about so far. I feel like maybe we got some line changes to make. And maybe for this next game against the Calgary Flames, we maybe consider throwing Salo back in the net. Although I did say I didn't want to play Salo only at home, so maybe we'll keep riding Abisher here. But so far, he's... Abisher in these last few games, but I don't think he's having much help. Like, this team should be scoring way more goals, and they just aren't right now. So hopefully this gets corrected. As we can see here, coming out of that game, Joe Sakic on a cold streak. So we got a new email here. I'm not sure what this is. Monthly financial. Oh, here we go. Profit ranking 22, profit earned 16 million. I forgot about those types of emails telling you how much you earned. So, yeah, coming out of that one, probably not so hot in the standings. That let's take a look at our Western Conference. Western Conference, we are currently sitting just 9th, so we're actually kind of tied for the 8th spot so far with Detroit, who's probably having a bit of a weak season to start as well. Actually, Dallas being down here is kind of crazy. 1-10-1. Jeez, they're having a bad time. Goals for per game, 3 goals against per game, 4.42. Jeez, not a great start for Detroit or Dallas rather. There, Anaheim somehow just kicking ass at the top of the conference right now. Same with Minnesota; they're doing very well, but a very tight conference so far. Oh yeah, I forgot that it gets divvied up into divisions. Forgot about that. So Northwest. So yeah, we have Minnesota and the 3 Canadian teams in our division. It's always weird trying to figure out what the divisions are like. So certainly not where we want to be right now to start the season. Let's take a look at our calendar, because I don't know how long this road trip is. Oh yeah, we're heading back home right after this to play 5 in a row at home. So we can kind of start splitting up and putting Salo in for some games. Looks like Ottawa will be a good team to do that against. Nashville as well. Anaheim, one of the top teams in the conference right now. The top team actually in the entire league at this time. So we'll try to get Salo in. Maybe we'll put Salo in for the games against Ottawa and Nashville coming up, just so he has a little bit of time in the net, because rust and everything. And hopefully Abisher doesn't get tired either. That's one thing we want to avoid. Him getting fatigued as we go along this season. And lastly, before we wrap up this episode, let's go take a look at the matchup with the Calgary Flames. So taking a look here, again, one of my biggest concerns so far this season is our goals for. I don't think we're scoring enough. And this is a team we're about to face that is scoring a ton right now. So this is hopefully something that we can correct, get a little bit better at right now, and mainly just start, this is one of the best offensive teams in hockey that we've got on our side right now. Sakic, Forsberg, these top 2 lines are crazy. So hopefully we can just get them going a little bit more. Our penalty kill improving it just a marginal amount over these last couple of games. But yeah, so far this is another team we're going to be battling with in the standings, so let's hopefully get 2 points in this next one. Taking a look at the goaltenders, and if you if you thought we were screwed with that Rolison matchup, oh geez, Mika Kiprasov, this is his prime Mika Kiprasov, coming off the trip to the Stanley Cup Finals last season, hacking darts and just stopping pucks, this guy. I actually don't know. Like, I've heard that so many times about Mika that all he did was, he literally just smoked a ton. So, it's, very strange for an athlete. Maybe not in 2004 to be smoking all the time, but yeah, apparently he just smoked a lot. So, but Kipper in the net for Calgary. We're going to have a real tough one here. He's one of the best goalies, if not the best goalie in the game. And yeah, this is going to be a good matchup. Good matchup to test where we are. Maybe we need to make some changes after this game if things don't go well. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up down below. Consider subscribing to the channel as well if you want more content like this. There's tons of retro NHL content on the channel. And we'll catch you guys for the next episode, episode number 11, against the Calgary Flames.